Hi everyone. In this video, you will learn about updates and new features added to the work order functionality. Let's start with creating a new work order. Work orders in Online have a new event feed, the same as in Leads and Tasks. To create a task, add a photo or file. Click the plus button at the bottom of the event feed and select an action. Now images and files are displayed as thumbnails instead of links. To add a comment, type in the text in the field, and to make your comments private, click on the eye icon. At the top, you can display all events or only comments. This way, you can switch the event feed to the work order chat mode because employees usually use comments to communicate with each other. The button for printing documents is now to the left. You can also see the number of documents selected. Next, let's talk about a new payer field. You can add this field in the work order form editor. Please note that this feature is available in the Business and Enterprise subscription plans. You can now separate the client and the payer of the work order. For instance, you can have a corporate client that pays for your services, but you get work orders from particular employees of this company. In this case, you can specify who the client and the payer are, and all payments in the work order will be linked to the person specified as the payer, not the client. If you leave the payer field blank, the payer for this work order will be the person specified as a client. The next update is about leads. If you have several lead statuses with the mandatory creation of a work order, you can now choose among these statuses. If the system finds an open lead from the client when creating a work order, you can choose which status to transfer the lead to. Let's navigate to the Services and Products tab. You can now add services and materials when creating a work order. This will make it easier for your employees to give clients an idea of the cost of a work order, especially if you want to make a rough estimate or approve a work order before it is created. We'll cover updates in adding services and materials in more detail later. The button to close the work order window is now in the upper right corner, as in all other documents in Online. Let's look at what's changed in the work order processing. First, please note that the buttons for printing documents, communicating with clients, and additional actions are now located at the top of the work order instead of in the event feed or at the bottom. The next improvement is the updated logic of adding products and services. Now the search takes place in one field, but you can still search only for services or only for products. Also, the search displays a category tree for services and products, so if you work with a particular device or vehicle, you can easily find all the services and spare parts you need. The search function hasn't changed technically, so you can still search services by name or barcode and products by code, SKU, or serial number. After you select a service, it is added to the table. And if you add products, you need to specify the quantity and price. If the products are in different warehouses or bins, you can specify from which warehouse or bin you want to write them off. There is also one helpful update here, which concerns the quantity of products. Now to change the quantity of an item, you do not need to delete it from the work order and add it again in the required quantity. You can edit the quantity of the product in any direction, increase or decrease. Plus, you can now add the same item in different quantities and with different prices to different employees. When deleting items added from a warehouse, you can select which warehouse and bin you want to return them to. By default, the warehouse and the bin from which the item was added will be selected automatically, but you can make edits here. This feature is handy for those who once deleted the warehouse from which the items were added to the work order. Previously, such users could not delete the items because there was no place to return them. I also want your attention to the button in the field for products and services search. This is the button for pinning a list. For instance, if the list is not pinned, it will automatically close when you find the needed product. If the list is pinned, it will remain open after you add a service or product. This is helpful if you want to add several services or products from the same category. We have also improved the Payments and Invoices tab. There is a separate section, Invoices, where you can create an invoice for the work order. The best part is that you can create unlimited invoices for one work order. As a result, you will see all the invoices created for this work order and their statuses and open invoice documents in a few clicks. The following changes apply to a closed work order. The button with additional actions has moved up, so now you can create a refund or send an invoice for the work order to QuickBooks or Xero from there. You can also create a new work order based on a closed one. Please note that the name of the action has been changed. Click the Continue in a New Work Order button and select a work order type. In the upper part, you can also see information about the total warranty period for this work order if the work order contains products or services with a warranty. The following changes relate to access rights and employee roles. In the Work Orders block, you'll find a new permission. Can set the custom price for products, which allows you to set any value in the price field for products in work orders. Thus, you can allow employees to choose among the standard prices and not allow them to set their own prices for products. What do you think of these updates? Leave your feedback in the comments or contact customer support. Have a nice day.